is an interactive show where high vibe souls come together to read energetic patterns through the evolution journey deck. Are you ready to expand into the cosmos and connect with your star family? Sit back, relax, and connect into the frequency of your highest potential with host Kathy Reed.
Hi, soul family. This is Kathy and Cerena, and we're doing the flavor of the month. And we're going to start off with just going through the list of what we have to offer. And this is a reminder for you to remember to do these this as part of your spiritual practice. So welcome to Starseed Continuum. And I'll bring one in, and then I'm going to have Cerena bring one in. The first one I'm going to bring in is to remember to use your symbols. Your symbols are that divine technology. And Serena's going to hold up the symbols. And the first symbol is going to be the Lu. This is the Lu symbol. And this symbol is very important because it brings in the technology to unhook the loop that you may be cycling about. So this is the Lu. And then we move over to the Ska. And the Ska is the energy of, is bringing that cell into total neutrality in that place of just 0 point. And then we have the last symbol, which is the 33. And that 33 turns on the divine expression. And so these are the three symbols. We have the Lu, the Ska, and the 33. Now I'm going to turn it over to Cerena, and she can bring in the next tool that is going to help with 2033, this year of mastery.
Well, one of my favorite tools is the avatar. I just love that, and I need to remind myself to use it more. But it is such a fun, just a journey that you can do every time that you feel like your frequency has dropped or something. Remember who you are committed to becoming. Often that takes the flavor of an I am that you're working with, but even if it is just who you want to be, but to really step into that frequency of that higher self that you want to evolve into. And it's like, what are you thinking about if you're this being? What are you going to do next? How are you going to drive your car? How are you going to eat your food? How are you going to cook your food? How are you going to brush your teeth? I mean, every little teeny thing. It's so fun. And it's like such a fabulous reminder when you think that the world is taking over your life. It's like, okay, get your power back. Remember who you're going to be, who you're claiming to be, and get back on your horse.
Yeah, that's great, Cerena. And the another process that we can do is the 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. This is because it will identify your looping. It will take you into the reflection, and then you move totally out of that and move up in frequency to the divine, and then you drop back down into the 1. So it's the 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. It's very, very powerful process.
I'm trying to think of all the other tools, Kathy. I'm going blank.
Oh, well, there is
the list. What have I missed?
Okay, there is the I am cards. There are the journey cards, which we use as a medium. There is coding. There's reimagining.
Yep.
And instead of creating form with form, you reimagine it into something totally new.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, I'll say something about our cards, because I use the cards when I feel like my frequency is dropped, or I have some kind of question or seeming confusion about how to proceed on something, I have been absolutely startled by the information that comes through, especially the new way we're using the cards, where you get to look at where you're caught up in an old program. Oh my God, it's like been, I just get there and I think, how in the heck can this information come through so profoundly just from doing a card reading? It just stuns me every time how much information I get. I who think I know about this stuff, you know, it's really sweet. And the IM cards are really, really easy to just pull a card. If you just want a little inspiration, just pull a card and go, wow, and take that into your heart and claim it as who you are.
Perfect, Cerena. And the one that I'm going to talk about is reimagining. It's like, and the 1 to 10 process, because the 1 to 10 you can either go around the wheel and get there eventually, and you're going at your own pace and you're staying in your looping, you're getting out of it a little bit of a time. Why not just shoot right through the black hole right up into the 1 to 10 process, because it takes you into neutrality. You move right up where you can turn on that the divine intelligence and go right up to source, and that's where you meet your avatar. Because Serena's already talked about the avatar, but that 1 through 10 process just takes you right there, just like the old bank. When you would drive through the bank and you would have that machine that would send the little deal to the bank, to the teller, and then she would shoot it back. That's what the 1 to 10 process is like. It just vacuum shoots that right up to the top. And when you're in that looping, just pull it into neutrality, have the intention, a soft intention to do that, and then just see it shoot up to the avatar and then join with the avatar.
Yeah, and I'm just having a thought. I mean, if each of you would remember that no matter what is up for you, you always have the possibility of upping your frequency in the moment. I mean, really, you are that powerful. No gloomy days, no more hanging out in a lower frequency for forever, just and feeling like you're stuck. You are the one who can make a difference with that. So do that.
Yeah, and then the last one that I'm going to talk about is coding. We code, whether you're doing where you're doing a DQ clearing or the ones that have had ohm codes. You just keep coding, and that will bring your frequency up too.
Yeah,
so
the coding is profound. And again, these all give you the possibility of really a quick transformation. And I'd like to think that we all are claiming the power that we are. That's all the work that we're doing on this platform is about remembering the wonder that you each are.
yeah. Now, Cerena and I are going to we're going to pull some cards. We're going to do a basic reading, which is from the New Way. And I'm going to set up so that you can see as we're pulling the card. So I'm going to stop my video and stop the record.
Hello.
There we are.
Okay. Well, we're doing a card reading about what we might expect to show up for us in the month of January. Already we're talking about next year, which is very few days away. So we're going to be jumping into the expression and the possibility for creating your new year.
Cerena, how do we want to do this? I think we should pick the first 3 cards, and then you can do the second 3 cards, and then we'll read them.
Perfect.
Okay, the first card is going to be the Lu. And that card is the 23. And so that is the 5. And we're going to pick all 3 cards, and then I'll talk about them, and then you can talk about it with what we're working with for this. The
Sure.
second card is going to be the Ska, the 22. And then the third one is going to be the 30. And so we just want the folks that are listening in to just feel into their heart space, bring in a soft intention, and then I'm going to read this first card, which is the 23, and then we'll have Cerena read it. Then we'll move to the Ska, and that's the 22, and then the 33 is going to be the 3. And so what I'm seeing that we have the opportunity to do with this 23 is to really unhook from that place of holding on. It's that -5, that where you're holding on for such dear life that you can't see the forest for the trees. And so that's what I'm seeing with that 23. It's you want to break through the glass ceiling, you're seeing another way, but you're not letting go in order for that new way to come in.
And what I'm seeing, you know, and again, to just reiterate what you shared, Kathy, is what's coming is fear of change, which then means you're holding on. But we've had such an opportunity for change in the last few years, and some of it not really welcome, you know, so we've been, actually, it's just been dumped on us. And so I understand, because I've even had this come up for myself, you know, resistance to it, you know, but you are invited to maybe let go and flow, because it'll be less stressful if you do that. I mean, it's going to happen to you either way. So raise your frequency and hold on and take the ride.
All right, and with that, well, let's move down into the Ska. And this Ska is actually, it's going to be a -4. And it just means that you have the opportunity to build a new foundation, but you're not seeing it clearly. And so seeing this -4, which is the opportunity to really move into that place of really looking at where you're staying in the looping cycle and not being willing to change your foundation.
I'm struck with how you know, it's so amazing how these cards come out and sort of reiterate the same message, because this goes so well with our first card about change, because it's basically saying that you're resisting flow, which I mentioned a few minutes ago. And it's an, you know, it's an invitation to become aware that you're holding on and not letting yourself flow in with all the opportunities that are coming forth. And if you could let go, magic could happen for you.
And so the last card, which is the 33, is that -3. And it's like your expression is so shut down that you just, and this is at a mastery level. And so that -3 is just saying that you have this potential to move into this total expression, but you're choosing not to. It's like that resistance is so strong that you can't move into that mastery level of the 3.
Yes, I'm struck with the idea that all three cards are at a mastery level, and they're about a similar theme of resisting change, resisting flow, resisting the expression that you could be. And this is a pretty powerful statement of being stuck. And so we're going to clear that so that you can step into this new year with your dancing shoes on.
And so let's just put our hands on our heart. We're going to clear this cycle right here so that those cards can go into random. The negative numbers can go into random, and then we can bring forth these shiny, bright master numbers to service as we're picking the other three cards. So we're just going to go in to the universal master cell, and we're going to cancel, clear, and delete these negative numbers. And we're bringing in the Lu, the Ska, and the 33 to just watch them go into random. And now we're watching that, we're reimagining this. And now we're going to have Cerena start to read the other three cards, which are in the positive expression, and I will lay them out as she's pulling them.
And I am shuffling right now, and the one that wants to come out first is the 27. And that goes in the 33 position. With this second triangle goes backwards on the board. And the next card is the 17. And the last one is a 33. Wow, that's pretty fun. So your 27 energy is, again, a master number of the 9. And just really powerful number about seeing everything in divine frequency, just tuning in and neutralizing duality, just even holding your home frequency. It's a very powerful card and a very profound alternative to what we just cleared. Kathy, go ahead.
And I see that 27 as full speed ahead. I always look at that 27 and that 9 is that just like the Starship Enterprise. I know that most people know what Star Trek is, and that it's like it's moving into warp speed. We just cleared the 23, the 22, and the 3 and brought them into the mastery level. And that 27 just supports that so beautifully, just like you said, Cerena. That 9 is that number, and it's getting it's because we've got 2 master numbers in this reading now. We've got the 22 and the 33, and that 9 is getting us ready to make that transition into really pulling forward those 2 master cards. And that brings us over to the Ska, which is the 17.
Yeah, and the 17 is so perfect. I mean, sometimes I just get in complete awe at the way the cards talk to us, because the 17 is an embodiment level of the 8, but it's about being in divine flow. And that was what we were talking about, being stuck a few minutes ago. So now that we've cleared all those stuck points, we are ready to just open up and be in flow with the divine. Yahoo! This is going to be a great year.
Yes, and that's what I'm seeing with the blush of January. We have all of these new beginnings that are coming. We have talked about the different tools that we have. So we've covered the tools. It's just a reminder that it's just like you have that new opportunity. The year is brand new. And so it's like committing to your spiritual discipline. And that 8 is about taking all the tools that we have and really moving into that clear divine channel and flow. That's what I see that 8. It's like, and I'm seeing something different with that 8. It's like it's unplugging from the flower of life. That is starting to unravel there in that card. If you look at the card, that 8 is unraveling the looping cycle.
Perfect. And then I just love that when we get the 33, because here it is, our whole beautiful symbol with all of the energies that we've discussed. And this is the miracle frequency pattern. It's just putting a cherry on top of the reading for the fact that we have cleared all of this holding back and being a little afraid to take a step forward. And we're ready to just explode into the possibility of this new year.
And it's very beautiful because I have felt into the frequency of the first month. And I feel that 2023 is our year of mastery. We have 2022, there was a lot of change. And now with this 2023 coming, it's this probability of mastery coming in. It's like we can just own who we are. We have the tools to move into it. And that's what I'm seeing. Now, Cerena, there's going to be 2 I am cards. You're going to pick one and I'm going to pick one to support, just as do others. We're going to because the I am cards always support so beautifully.
And that they do. Okay, do you want me to pick first?
You pick first and then
okay, got my deck here. I had laid it across the room, so I've got it here. Let me just see what is our divine message here. Okay, this one. Oh, I am grounded. I am focused on my highest purpose. And that is 3 energy.
Guess what I picked? 3 energy. I am awakening.
I love it.
So we both got 3 energy. And what is 3 energy? It's about expression.
Yep.
So
we're turning you loose, everybody.
Hey, everybody, we have got this together. And so if we're going to do a summary of January, it's full speed ahead. We are in the stream going toward the ocean, just picking up steam. We're not fighting up the stream. We're merrily going down the stream, as quoting Wayne Dyer. And we're just lifting our hands up like we're on a ride, and we're going, whee, we have this. We have no resistance. We're not holding on. And that's what I'm feeling. And it's joy, love, and total expression, because we had those 2 I am cards, the 3, I am awakening and I am grounded. Yeah. So in summary, Cerena, do you have anything you want to say before we end the call?
I just want to invite all of you listening to enjoy the ride. And just the we that you just expressed, Kathy, is perfect. I'm asking everyone listening to this to just say we out loud. I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you too. And so this is our podcast for January, and we thank you for listening and joining. Thank you. I love you. It is done.
Sending so much love.
Thank you for listening to Star Seed Continuum, where we connect you to your highest evolutionary pattern. To learn more ways to play with the Star family or to be a part of this live interactive show, visit activateevolution.com. Now go and live your highest potential.